What's up, folks? This is Kung Fu Grip, and this is the start of a new series. Really, it's for all these players that have downloaded Battlefield 3 over the last couple days, since Origin's giving it away for free. I know there's just a whole ton of new players that are out on the servers, and I want to do what I can to help you guys get better and improve. I'm by no means an excellent player, but I am probably above average, and I have a lot of experience with this game, and hopefully I can use this experience to help you guys improve your gameplay and become better players as well. You know, I know that there's nothing more frustrating than being kind of a new guy on a game. You're not really sure what all's going on, you know, what are the things that you need to be doing, and so really this is going to be a series to kind of help you out with that. Today's video I want to cover just some of the basics. And what we're going to start with is, hey, don't lay there and let somebody just run up the stairs and shoot you. You know, that's going to be probably lesson number one, is keep moving. Keep your head on a swivel. There is nothing more vulnerable than somebody who's not moving. And then kind of the second thing is using cover. You know, you saw that recon guy. He was out there running in the middle of the street. This guy, he ends up getting saved. I was going to take his tags, but his buddy was watching me. You know, don't just run out in the middle of the road. Try to find cover where you can. Stick close to walls. That way, if you begin taking fire or something like that, you have the ability to be able to duck back into cover, avoid some of that damage, and wait until the situation's a little bit more favorable for you. Next thing that we'll kind of go over are weapon selections. Now, the base weapons for most of the classes are pretty good. My recommendation to you guys is find a weapon that you like, stick with that weapon, go ahead and get the unlocks for it, because those unlocks really do matter. You know, there's a big difference between a naked gun with iron sights and something where you've unlocked some of the attachments for it. It can make a big difference. Now, this is an example of somebody who, you know, he kills me, he's laying there at the end, I know where he's at, so I'm just going to spawn right back at that spawn point and go, and he's going to be in the exact same spot, and he's going to end up dying as a result of it. Anyhow, though, so we talked about, you know, weapon selection, using cover, keeping moving. You know, don't go prone. You know, if you start taking fire from somebody, the worst thing you can do is just to go prone. Go try to find cover, get behind that cover. And again, allow your health to regenerate. You know, that's one of the nice things about this game, is it does have health regeneration. As you're playing, look at your mini-map. Any of your players who are using unsuppressed weapons, any of the players on the opposing team, they're going to show up there. Even so, if it's one of those deals where they are using suppressed weapons, if they're taking out a lot of your teammates, they're going to show up on that map as well. And that's usually a pretty good indication of, hey, look, that's somewhere I need to go and start shooting. Next thing is, be a team player. Whenever you see somebody, if they've got that little Dorito over their head and their name showing, it means that they're spotted. That's actually done by pressing Q on the keyboard. That's the default key binding for this. So a lot of the times where I'm playing, anytime that I'm looking down my sights like that, I'm hammering Q. You may not pick up somebody, but if you know, they're spotted, they're much easier to pick up, and they're a much easier target. Now, this doesn't count for hardcore game modes, but 3D spotting is available on standard game modes. If you're running medic, man, everywhere that you go, throw down a med pack. You know, don't be stingy with those. They don't cost you anything. If you come up on a group of teammates, though, that are engaged in something, you throw down a med pack for them. You can just sit there and just get points over and over again as they take damage. It allows them to sit and eat away at the enemy's tickets, while, you know, you get points, they get kills. It's beneficial all around. If you're playing support, throw down the ammo. There's nothing more aggravating than to be, you know, in a position where you can really take advantage of some enemy combatants, and you run out of ammo. That is one of the most frustrating things in the world. So if you're playing support, be a good support player. Throw down ammo for your teammates. If you're playing recon class, throw down your tugs. You know, you'll get a spot bonus every time somebody's killed who's highlighted by that tugs. It's a handy little motion sensor. It has a pretty wide range, and you know, there's a lot of points that you can get from that. If you're playing as an engineer, you know, throw down mines. You know, throw them down at intersections. There's a lot of people who don't pay attention for them. You can get some easy kills that way. But if you see somebody who's on your team that's in a vehicle, you know, repair that vehicle. You know, help them out. You know, it's all about being a team player. If you find yourself in a situation where you don't have you know, you don't have the advantage in that situation, don't be afraid to retreat. Go ahead, pull back. If you find yourself outnumbered, a lot of times it's going to result in your untimely demise, rather than, you know, you get any points or something like that. It's actually going to help out the other team. You know, I play a really ultra aggressive play style, and a lot of times as I go back and look at footage of me playing, I notice, man, you know, I really would have been a whole lot better off just holding back. One thing, if you've got RPGs or something like that, a lot of these features, particularly on this map, you can actually drop that on the enemy team. So what you'll do is you'll see me shooting a lot of times up at walls. The reason I like to do that is those walls will come down, and a lot of times I can get, you know, 2, 3, 4, sometimes 5 kills at a time if there's a big group of enemies that are clumped up there. As you're playing and you know, you die because you're going to, you want to be careful where you spawn. Again, you know, kind of going back to the thing where you want to keep, you know, the situations that you find yourself in, you want to be have as big an advantage as you can. So if it's one of those deals where you see a flag's being contested, there's no other teammates there at that flag, you know, you're probably better off spawning somewhere else and then trying to flank around and come behind that enemy and then recap that flag. Also, be real careful spawning on teammates. You know, teammates, they'll, you know, if you're playing on in a squad where you're doing communications, you're using Skype or something like that, you can kind of get away with it. You know, they'll tell you what's going on, they'll give you some information. Otherwise, it's one of those deals where it's just, you know, you're kind of taking your life in your own hands if you're spawning on a teammate where there's no communication going on and you don't know what's happening there. So again, you know, be real careful where you're spawning. Next thing is server selection. You can go into your server filter on Battlelog, and you can set it to a specific region. You know, I always go ahead and select something that is geographically as close to me as possible. I also try to select servers that have a really low ping for me. Now, I know that there's people out there who will say on Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4, players with a higher ping have the advantage. That's really not been my experience. You know, it really just results in crappy gameplay. I will on occasion, though, after I'm killed over and over again by somebody, I can oftentimes find where you know, they may have a really high ping. You know, I look at that and just kind of go, I don't know what fun there is really in that, or having a bad experience playing a game, you know, where I've got a bad ping. So I try to stay away from that. The last little bit of advice that I'll give you is, you know, have fun playing this game, but don't be a troll. I mean, there's nothing more frustrating than you know, you'll see people back off, you know, by your deployment, not even getting out of deployment, shooting at each other with pistols and stuff like that. You know, by all means, have fun playing, but if you're gonna do that on unranked servers. And then don't give people a hard time in the chat. You know, that's one of those things where you know, everybody's there to just have a good time. You know, that's not a place to throw out insults and things like that. You know, be a good community member as you're playing, and you know, really, hopefully, everybody will have a good time playing this game. Anyhow, I will be doing some more tutorial videos where I'm going to be going over things like video settings, advanced video settings, you know, how to get the most performance out of your personal setup, because that really can make a difference when you're playing the game. You know, I wouldn't be overly concerned with graphics quality, things like that. You know, really what you want to do is you want to make sure that you're getting kind of the maximum frames per second that you can. When that game is smooth, it really does make a difference in your ability to be able to acquire targets, hold targets, track targets as they're moving along, and get the kills on those. So anyhow, I hope that this has been helpful. I hope that you've enjoyed it. If you're interested in other stuff like this, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. If it's one of those deals where you've got some other friends who have just started playing Battlefield as well and they're looking for some pointers, let them know about it. Share this with them. Anyhow, this is Kung Fu. I'm out. Hope you guys have a great day.
Enemy light armor in you. We can't secure the objective. I repeat, we can't secure the objective.
Enemy soldier spotted. Over. Hostile team spotted. Over. Enemy soldier spotted. Over. Yeah, I spotted an enemy soldier. Over.
We have lost the objective. I repeat.